challenge. In this Which Came First quiz, each question will challenge you to guess which thing came into existence first. Some answers might surprise you. Let's see how many you get right. Are you ready? Let's go. Which came first, the orange color or the orange fruit? The orange fruit came first, and the color was named after it. Which came first, the sun or the moon? The sun. It's much older than the moon. Which came first, the teddy bear or the rocking horse? The answer is rocking horse. Teddy bears came later. Which came first, the eraser or the pencil? The pencil. Erasers were added later. Which came first, cake or ice cream? Cake existed long before ice cream was created. Which came first, the dinosaur or the turtle? Turtles have been around for over 200 million years. Which came first, books or movies? Books came long before movies were invented. Which came first, the bicycle or the wheel? The wheel came thousands of years before the bicycle. Which came first, popcorn or cotton candy? Popcorn existed long before cotton candy was created. Which came first, the hammer or the nail? The hammer came long before the nail was invented. Which came first, apples or bananas? Bananas existed long before apples were cultivated. Which came first, ants or bees? Ants have been around for millions of years. Which came first, basketball or soccer? Soccer has been played for centuries. Which came first, the guitar or the piano? The guitar was invented long before pianos. Which came first, paper or scissors? Scissors were invented long before paper was made. Which came first, honey or chocolate? Bees made honey long before chocolate was created. Which came first, the rainbow or the raindrop? The raindrop. Rainbows need raindrops to form. Which came first, crayons or markers? Crayons. Markers were invented much later. Which came first, the egg or the chicken? Eggs existed long before chickens. Which came first, the airplane or the car? The car was invented before airplanes. Which came first, the bicycle or the skateboard? The bicycle. Skateboards came much later. Which came first? Waffles or pancakes? Pancakes. They've been around for thousands of years. Which came first? Cookies or cupcakes? Cookies. They were made long before cupcakes. Which came first? The goldfish or the shark? Sharks have been around forever. Which came first? The drum or the violin? Drums are one of the oldest instruments. Which came first? The snowflake or the icicle? The snowflake. It forms before icicles do. Which came first? The elephant or the giraffe? The elephant. They've been around longer. Which came first? Chocolate chip cookies or brownies? Brownies. They were made before chocolate chips existed. Which came first? The flashlight or the candle? The candle. People used them before electricity. Which came first? The jacket or the sweater? The jacket came long before the sweater. Which came first? The sunflower or the rose? The rose. It's been around for millions of years. Which came first? The squirrel or the bird? The bird. They evolved much earlier. Which came first? The potato or the tomato? The potato came thousands of years before the tomato. Which came first? The toothbrush or toothpaste? Toothpaste was used long before the toothbrush existed. Which came first? The backpack or the suitcase? The backpack. People carried things on their backs before suitcases. Which came first? The sea or the land? The sea came long before the land. Which came first? The sunset or the rainbow? The sunset. The sun existed long before rainbows. Which came first? The clock or the calendar? The calendar. People track time before clocks. Which came first? Socks or shoes? Shoes came first. People wore protective footwear before socks. Which came first? The swing or the seesaw? The swing came way before the seesaw. Which came first? The snail or the slug? The snail. Slugs evolved from snails. Which came first? The butterfly or the caterpillar? The caterpillar. Butterflies start as caterpillars. Which came first? the rainbow or the thunder? The thunder. Lightning and thunder happen before rainbows. Which came first, the mountain or the valley? The mountain. Valleys form between them. Which came first, the fish or the bird? Fish have been around for hundreds of millions of years. Don't forget to share your score in the comments. Thank you for watching. You can check out these other fun videos. See you again next time.